camera på den, det var snart. Start live already. Just position.
साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणललिता श्री हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone together, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once more loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Mana Shri Nanda Abhaya Sharanaya Vignare Bhajahude Mana Shri Nanda Hare Krishna, Hare
Namaskar. Haribol. This evening I have been tasked with introducing our highly esteemed speaker. However, Swamiji's incredible list of accolades will take me much longer than my assigned 2 minutes. So forgive me, just give me 1 minute. I will attempt to just highlight a few. Swamiji joined ISKCON in 1984 in Lagos, Nigeria, and has spent over 35 years as a monk in full-time service of propagating the message of Krishna consciousness. Swamiji holds a PhD in Applied Management and Decision Sciences from Walden University in Minneapolis, USA. He has, to his credit, more than 35 publications in international academic and peer-reviewed journals. Swami incorporates Vaishnava Vedanta philosophy into mainstream secular academic models and offers creative and spiritually based solutions to current socio-political management and leadership issues. Needless to say that Swami is thus regularly invited to present his research at major international conferences across the globe. But one of his most important roles undertaken in his devotional life is to encourage young devotees to be grounded in spiritual practices while developing their professional skills for a sustainable Krishna conscious future. Swamiji, I know that I haven't done justice in summarizing your life's work, but do know that we appreciate and we are humbled by your presence here this evening. It is my honor to welcome and hand you over now to His Holiness, Bhakt Vasudeva Swamiji.
Sri Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Sahotra, Postawanta, Chittana, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Sivasana, Sagora, Bhaktavinda. Vanchakalpatariyata, Kripasunibhya Evacha, Patitanam, Pavanabhyo, Vaishnavabhyo Namo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we welcome everyone of you here. It is an honor that I got invited to be here to be part of this occasion. And, I have to say something. And one of those things that we like to emphasize in our teachings, especially we have the Bhagavad Gita as it is, and one of the essential principles that Lord Krishna mentions in the Gita has been developed by many social scientists, and they call it different names. They say it's self-regulation theory, self-regulation model, and a number of professors have developed their own self-regulation methodologies, but the origin is from Lord Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, text 17. So Lord Krishna emphasized how we should live healthy we should live our lives in such a way that we have a balance. We should not sleep too much, and we should not also eat too much. We should not play too much, but we should have time for play. If we get too busy and we forget our families, we will not have a balanced setting. I remember I was in India, and I had one of my friends who used to attend to me, he's a medical doctor. So he has a big hospital. And they live also, the family also live in that very building. So the wife normally will call me over for lunch when I'm in Delhi. So one time the wife called me over. So I went there, and I was waiting for the husband to come so that we can eat together. And then the daughter, at that time the girl, she's in medical school now. At that time the girl was 10 years old. She had a younger brother who was 6 years old. So this girl, she came to me and was complaining about the father. She said, please, Maharaj, tell your friend, he's referring to the father, tell your friend, he's not giving me time. He's not playing with me. He gets too busy with his work. So I was taken aback because, for one thing, Indian girls are very traditional. They are very reserved. So if something pricks them to the point that they have to voice it to their father's friend, no, it's a serious issue. So I called my friend. Now look, this is what your daughter is saying. I know you're busy. And when I asked him, he confessed that yes, it's true, because of his type of job, his type of work, he's not able to give quality time to the family. So I asked him, what's the use of making billions of crores of rupees if you don't give quality time to your family? And because, see, the family is a microcosm of the society of the nation. If we talk about Trinidad, Trinidad is just a reflection, the leaders are a reflection of what is happening in our families here in Trinidad. So the leaders are not attentive to the needs of the people. It means that we, the parents, are not being attentive to the needs of our children at home. And therefore we are violating Krishna's principle of yukta hara viharasya, yukta shetasa karmasi. Oh yeah. This is the whole situation, that, yes, we need to make our money. We need to study. We need to give quality time also to our family. Because, say you have a wife. The wife appreciates that you bring billions of dollars. But your billions of dollars make no sense to that woman if you don't give her quality time. I was in Mayapur, and we went for a program. So after the program, I was going around speaking with different people. So I saw one lady, she used to cook for me. She's the wife to one of my friends, medical doctor, who takes care of one of the teams, one of the members of the team for caring for Japataka Swami. So I jokingly asked her, because she cooks for me and it would be very insensitive for me to just ignore her. So then I asked, Maniji, how are you doing? Is my friend treating you nicely? I was referring to the husband. I said, is my friend treating you nicely? She said, no. I said, tell me, what's the problem? She said, he is not giving me time. So we can speak big philosophy about Bhagavad Gita, about, this and that. But it boils down to one simple thing, that the members of our family, they are part and parcels of Krishna, just like we are part and parcel of Krishna. And therefore there is every need for us to understand that if we taking good care of our family members, it tantamounts to the fact that we are being very sensitive to the needs of the people around us, and therefore Krishna will be pleased with us. But if even we are so devoted, so we go to the temple to do the puja, and we give the donations, or even we get money to build a whole temple, and then our family members are complaining about us. If the children are complaining about you, if your spouse is complaining about you, then come on, you have to make a change. You have to redress yourself. Because spiritual life, devotion, you see, the Bhagavad Gita is just principles. And these principles, we are meant to realize the essence of these principles if we apply these principles in our lives. And therefore, Lord Krishna mentions in the Gita, Mama Evam So Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, that everyone you're seeing is emanating from me. It's my part and parcels. Think about it. You're the breadwinner, okay? But everyone around you is part and parcel of Krishna. How do you deal with that? If we're not constantly conscious of this, we could be doing a lot of injustice to the universe. Because when we hurt the pinky finger, the whole body is affected. Is it not? If we use a clip or a crown and hit this pinky finger, the whole body is affected. Similarly, if we are attentive to the needs of the parts and parcels of Krishna, Krishna automatically becomes pleased with us. This is just a simple approach to realizing how we are all parts and parcels of Krishna. So forget about big philosophy. I'm interested in applications. See, there is a level of knowledge that you can understand, and there is a commentary that people can give about that concept or construct, but beyond that is the application or the integration of the commentaries and the model. So Krishna gives a lot of instructions in the Bhagavad Gita. The commentators of Bhagavad Gita, they've given so much of commentaries, but it is we who are supposed to practice the integration of the commentaries and the models or the principles of the Bhagavad Gita. And therefore, here in 6:17, Bhagavad Gita 6:17, Krishna emphasized the need for us to be healthy, to have a balanced life, work, but don't think that work alone is going to sustain you. You need to have a break. And that is why even in the colleges, even in the schools, in the high schools and all this, they study at one point, they go for a break for about 30 minutes or so. Everybody needs some, time to relax. And therefore, we should think about this text of the Gita, and this is something we can apply in our life. That even in our recreation, our enjoyment, all of our activities, we need to have a balanced system. Because if we do have the balanced system, we will not suffer so many diseases. See, there are some doctors here. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. Most of the problems with the people, you go to the hospital and make an examination, check the record. Most of the problems, I know this case in America, most of the problems with patients is from food. Either they overeat or they undereat. And so Krishna is saying, regulate, moderate. He didn't say stop eating. He said moderate, because if you don't moderate, then you run into problems. You can't digest very nicely if you overeat. You will miss your job and content when you oversleep. You will create an unhealthy situation in the family if you don't balance work and recreation, work and quality time for your family. And so, everybody needs some time to be able to do something. That the principles of Bhagavad Gita are all about how to reinvent our human resources and our collective endeavor in creating a positive change in society. And the family is subsumed in society. Why? Because the family is microcosm of the society. So we can't talk about the nation, we can't talk about the community without really addressing the needs of the family, you know. And so, today, we should, be about how to moderate our lives in such a way that we are having time for our family. We are having time for our spouse. We have to have time. See, again, I was in Delhi. A young man came to me. He's a young man, IT guy. He had a family of 3 kids, and his job takes him around most of the time. So he came to me, and he was expressing concern about how he was very much in love with my Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Swami, and then all of a sudden he left. So he said he was demoralized. And he asked me, so can you be my Siksha Guru? I said, why not? I can. So we were having some dialogue back and forth. So the day he was to leave, he came to me to say he wants to get some advice. I said, please, feel free. So he said, what is it that I could do to be able to engender consistent, loving relationship in my family? I have a wife, a young woman, 3 kids. I said, I have the solution. Very simple. He said, tell me. I said, when you get back home to your station, when you are happy, when your wife is happy, you ask your wife, my dear beloved wife, what are the things I am doing in this house, in this home, that you don't feel comfortable with, so that I can adjust myself to engender a better loving relationship in the family? So he looked at me right in the face, and then he said, Maharaj, if I ask my wife this, she will bring a whole long list. So sometimes people go to the doctors for diagnosis about any problem they have. The doctor diagnoses them, finds the problem, and gives some prescription how to deal with the problem. And they say, I cannot take this medicine, it's too bitter. So, Krishna has given us prescriptions. How to use our life to be able to attain the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is to attain pure love for Krishna. And we can't say we'll attain pure love for Krishna without being sensitive to the needs of the parts and parcels of Krishna entrusted in our care. I don't like to talk for long. Maybe there are some questions or concerns or comments about this. Yes. Any questions or comments? Yes. Okay.
Krishna. Maharaj, I think that the big problem in society is people lacking awareness of the ultimate goal. So, I think Srila Prabhupada did a great job in bringing about this awareness of the ultimate goal. But then, like I'm trying to analyze the immediate, like the point you're making about the immediate and how we integrate or incorporate that to attain the ultimate. So I think it's interesting that the context you're using Bhagavad Gita to deal with the immediate, because Krishna, he ends the chapter with the ultimate. But I think in our society, there is a serious imbalance, and our first mission statement is to educate people about the imbalance, how to check the imbalance of values in society. So I think that your point is, quite relevant. People they should become conscious and aware of the ultimate goal, that human life must be goal-oriented, and then, how to apply that. I'm just commenting. Thanks so much, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Any other comments or questions? We give room also for ladies. Our society is non-gender biased, so women are also women are also free to ask questions. Okay? Yes.
I personally feel in today's world that people is reading less than scripture, and that is why they become more selfish individuals.
Thank you. Yeah, the point is very correct. Your point is very correct. We get too busy that we don't give time to really, we don't give relevance to the scriptures. And in other words, we reject the scriptures. And Lord Krishna mentions in the Gita that if we reject the scriptures, if we don't give time to the scriptures, to read the scriptures, to practice the scriptures, we will not be happy. In America, there are so many cases of mental health because the culture is acculturated. And therefore, it's like if a child is in the college, is in the university, and the child forgets the purpose of his being in the university, he will be exposed to so many distractions, and he will be failing his exams. Because in the university, everything you need to distract yourself in your studies is there, and it's free. So, in the material world also, we have so many distractions, And if we don't remind ourselves about the ultimate purpose of our existence, by reading the scriptures, by having proper satsang, we'll be derailed. And that is the reason why we find so many suicides in America. Materialism alone will not sustain the happiness. Otherwise, if materialism alone sustains happiness, why are the big celebrities committing suicide? Why are the billionaires committing suicide? Therefore, yes, your point is very correct. Yaha Sastra Vidin, Osijia. Lord Krishna mentions this point in the Gita. Is that if we reject the scriptures, we will not be happy in this life and in the next life. And we will not also attain the supreme destination. Supreme destination is to go look at Vrindavan, go to the spiritual world. See, I don't like making expressions of pessimism, but then the point is that we live in this material world and we have dualities. See, I was in India for a conference presentation, and during the question and answers, one of the professors, he asked me, Dr. Das, because my name professionally is Dr. Vasudeva Das. So he said, Dr. Das, see, you are a high-profile scholar with over 35 publications in peer-reviewed journals. And all that you could do is to become a Swami? In other words, he spoke in me. So my response to him was, excuse me, sir, because I know them. They are my people. I know them. I asked him, excuse me, sir, are you happy with your life? No response. Because I know, see, I have friends who have 3 PhDs and they are not happy with their lives. They're not happy. So it is not how many degrees you have that makes you happy. By nature, we are Satchi Ananda. Ananda means bliss, beyond material happiness. That is the nature of the soul. And if we don't know how to search for that bliss, we will always be miserable. Therefore, yes, if we reject the scriptures, there's a problem there. And we are not having that balanced life and meaningful life for that matter because we reject the scriptures. We think the scriptures, I think in India there's this something that is very awful that is going on in some quarters. You know, some people tend to abide some Westerners' ideology that, you know, these Vedic scriptures is a myth, mythology. No, but they wrote these literatures. Krishna appeared. Vrindavan is there where Krishna appeared. Ramachandra appeared. You still have access to all of these places. Why you say it's a mythology? So yeah, we reject the scripture. That is one of the major problems. Thank you very much for raising that. Any other comments or questions? Otherwise, we have to. All right. Again, thank you very much for coming.
Swamiji, I feel that one of the things that we get confused about, or one of the things that I ask myself that leads to human unhappiness, is when Lord Krishna talks about that we have to prescribe or perform duties, but we are not entitled to the fruits of those duties. And then you say to yourself, everybody's looking for happiness by doing different things. But do we each know what our duty is? Because my duty is different from your duty, and everybody else has a different duty. So the first thing is that, does each one of us, whether we are a father or a mother or a son or a boss or a student, do we know what our duty is? One. And are we performing that duty? But even when you know what your duty is, your job is to do your duty. But sadness, I see sadness so many times because people don't know what their duty is. But and me myself, right? Even when I perform my duty as a human, we think that we are entitled to the benefits because we've done our duty. But Krishna says that is where unhappiness comes from. You are not entitled to the fruits or the reward of your duty. You have to just do your duty. And that is where happiness comes from. And I guess it is so difficult as human beings to do our duty without being attached to the reward.
You're right. You're very correct. Yeah, it's true. Because we have this natural tendency of claiming to be the proprietors. We have that tendency of false proprietorship. We think we own it. But even your own child, you don't own it. Actually, it's the government who owns your child. Do anything to the child, they'll call the police and you go to jail. So do you really own your child? So when Krishna says, do your duty, don't be attached to the results, I mean, that's just clear reality. We don't have claim to anything in this world. No matter what resources you have, you are not actually the proprietor. You are just a caretaker. Caretakers are careful about how they take care of the situations. So yeah, you're very, very, very correct. When we get attached to the results, then the result don't meet our expectations, then we become demoralized. Yeah. It's a psychological principle. if we get attached to the situations or the results, and the results don't meet our expectations, we'll be badly affected. Badly affected. This is how people commit suicide. The expectations are like this, and then the results are like this. And you say, what? I'll be a laughing floor, to my colleagues. Or instead of facing this, let me go and rest in peace. But there's no resting in peace with suicide. So yeah, we should practice. Everything has to do with practice. Even this very concept of work, do your duty without being attached to results. Be detached from the results. It requires some practice. Anything that we have to do requires some practice. And practice makes perfect. With practice, then we can be guaranteed we'll achieve the goal of our practice. So yeah, that's a nice, powerful point. Thank you.
I just want to make a little comment on that point. It must be noted though, that when Krishna is speaking that verse, that's 247, Karmani Eva Dikaraste, his particular context, he is speaking about swadharma, the performance of your duty, that prescribed duty. However, when we are teaching people in leadership and management, we tell a person, or the prescription is you examine all your different duties in life, your husband or your wife, your boss on the job, or you have you part of this committee, you're leader in this or your parent. So it's important to also note that if you're a parent and you got some kids, to be aware of your immediate and ultimate duty towards the kids. But people do exercise some attachment to see that the kids get the attention that they need and so on. My point is that Krishna's context of Karmani Eva Dikaraste is swadharma, meaning, okay, you're Vaishya, you have that 10 acres of land. You plant that 10 acres of land, but don't go counting this acre will produce so much and that acre will produce so much, because Daiva, the divine factor, is the ultimate in what you get. So I'm just pointing out that so that we can take note that as an individual I have all kinds of duties, and how I take care of my children or my responsibility in this context and that context may need some varying attention, but Krishna's focus there is swadharma. Thanks, Hare Krishna.
Horrible. Thank you. Any last comment? All right. Again, thank you everyone for coming to participate in this gathering, auspicious gathering. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
We're going to sing around. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Sit down once again. Thank you very much, Swamiji. That was such an amazing session. Talk with us this evening. As usual, every month we do our kirtan, and I ask everyone to join in. The words are very simple. Shiva 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 Shambhu, Mahadeva Shambhu. Bholenath Shambhu, Gaurinath Shambhu.
Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho.
Shambho,
Jagad Guru Shri